Guys, this video is gonna be me finishing series I'm in the middle of. So obviously I'm not gonna finish the whole series of most of these. There's only one that is the last book in the series, so once I finish that book I will finish the series, and that book is The Storm of Echoes. I'll just put a picture here because I do not want to go grab it right now. I'm like, I think like 90 pages into the book, and I think it's like 500 and something, but once I finish The Storm of Echoes I'm done with the Mirror Visitors series, which I'm fine with because the first two books were great. Book 3 was just okay, and book 4 so far has been okay, so I haven't finished it, so it's just been okay. I want to start also A Court of Wings and Ruin, which is Akawar, right? No, A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second one. I'll put a little picture here because I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses and I thought it was just okay, but I know that everyone says that it gets better on book 3. And then Liubi's finished A Court of Thorns and Roses and she picked up A Court of Mist and Fury, and she has been like dying, like devouring it. She's like non-stop reading it. So I'm like, okay, if it's that good then I'll read it. So I'll probably put that into this vlog. And then I'm also reading Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. I am in page 47. This is the second book in like the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I'm doing this one through audiobook because I need a little like spooky audiobook to listen to. So far it's okay. I didn't know, like when I went into this one I thought they were each like little standalones, but it's with the same main character, so I guess she's just solving different things. Like she was stalking Jack the Ripper, and then hunting Prince Dracula, and then the third one I think is something Houdini, which reminds me of Dua Lipa. But yeah, and then lastly, the other book I want to finish in this video is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is book 2 in the Cinder Chronicles. Is that what it's called? The Lunar Chronicles. I read Cinder years ago. I don't remember it so well, but I loved it and I wanted to continue the series, but I never picked it up. So now I picked it up and I'm on page 30, which is chapter 4. I started it yesterday, so I didn't get too into it. I just read a little bit before bed, and then I didn't feel like holding the book open anymore, so I started listening to this audiobook last night before bed, and we reached chapter 6. So those are the books we're gonna read. And yeah, we're just gonna finish those books in this little video. Hopefully I finish them soon. I've been in a bit of a reading slump, but we're gonna try to surpass that reading slump and read our books. But yeah, I'm gonna try to like every night before bed listen to my audiobook a little bit, and maybe on my way to work also listen to it, but we'll see what happens. And then we're just gonna read our other books. It is gonna take me a little bit longer just because A Court of Mist and Fury is a chunky one, so it's gonna take me long, but we've got this. We've got this. Guys, this is a little quick catch up. I got my bangs again, so we're back with bangs. I cut them yesterday before the Taylor Swift concert, which I'm wearing the shirt that I got. And I got a tote, but the tote's over there. I was like, I miss my bangs. Should I get bangs again? And I just got them, so I got bangs again. The air turned on. Anyway, really quickly, we are on chapter 15, which is page 127. So far it's just okay. Like, it's been more like her struggling with like her mental health after like experiencing like what happened in the first book, which it's like normal. Like, I'd be so traumatized after that I don't think I could go on with life as quickly as she has. So I don't know, we'll see. So far it's just okay. Just like Stalking Jack the Ripper, like it's giving like it could be a 3-star. Like, there's not much going on, but it's not like I hate it. And that's all I've read. I've just been listening to this audiobook. I haven't really had time to read because Friday was Libby's birthday. We went to her house. We got her a cake with her family and stuff. And then yesterday, which is Saturday, was Taylor Swift's concert night 2 in Miami, which was on October 19th. I know this video is not gonna come out anytime soon, so I'm saying the dates. And today, October 20th, we went out for her birthday. We did brunch, and then we did the ice cream museum, which honestly, the old ice cream museum was better than this one. Like, this one looked cuter, but it didn't have enough rooms, and the ice cream wasn't really like ice cream, so it wasn't that great. But yeah, I still haven't continued reading from Scarlet. Like I said, I haven't been in a very big like reading mood, so we haven't read from Scarlet. But yeah, the last time I read like physically was when I was reading the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. But these are my TTPD nails. We have the broken heart for How Did It End, and also I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. We have the bows because they were cute. We have the quill and the ink plot for just tortured poets, for a poet, and it has the 2 stars. And that's in regards of Peter, you know how it's like the 2nd star to the north, whatever. I always forget what it is. And then we have some song titles. We had The Prophecy because it's her favorite, so she made the nail shape for hers. How Did It End, since it's one of my favorites, and then Lost of My Life. That was one of the songs that she performed for night 2. She remixed it with, not remixed it, I guess, like mashed it up with White Horse. And then on this one we have I Hate It Here, which is also one of my favorite songs, and Peter. She wrote Peter Pan, but it's for Peter, which is another one of my favorite songs. And then on the thumb and the index we have The Gate and the Key for The Secret Garden. So yeah, Luby snapped with the nails, and we're wearing the little sweater. We love Taylor, and that's it. I bought it a big size because I just want it to be comfortable, and I'm wearing it right now and I feel so comfortable, and like it's like this, and I'm like, yay. So we stand, and yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. I have to write down like different videos and stuff that I want to film, and I have to edit, like I have to edit the Eras Tour vlog, and I have to edit like the doing stuff for Luby's birthday vlog while adding this to the respective vlogs, because I'm trying to like just import the footage into it so I could be like slowly editing them, and also knowing how much footage I have and all that stuff, and what I'm filming, because sometimes I film 2 many videos at once and then it all gets lost in the sauce and then I never post them. So I'm like, I'm trying to be better about it, so we're getting somewhere. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay guys, so we have my bangs back. I'm wearing blue eyeshadow because I'm dressed as Alice in Wonderland, just because it's a last minute costume, because I'm going to the Steven Sanchez concert today. It's October 27. He posted on Instagram that for the people going to the October 27 and October 29 show, since the last 2 shows of the tour, to dress up in Halloween costumes. And I don't have a Halloween costume, so I'm like, I am the Caribbean, my family, Hispanic Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, just to continue this really quick, I've gotten to chapter more than 18 because I was reading the audiobook. I think it's a little bit more than 18, maybe chapter 19. So far there's not a lot about Dracula going on, so it's kind of whack in that aspect, like super quick, because I feel like they're gonna come into the room. I've read some more of Scarlet. I am on chapter 7, which is page 63. I'm enjoying it. I had to look up a summary because I read Cinder like years ago, so I was like, I'm completely lost with the Cinder parts, so I'm a little bit more into it now. But then there's somebody here named Thorn, and it made me want to pick up again A Storm of Echoes, so I started reading that one again. But I haven't read a lot. I started it at work, so I think I only read a couple of pages. But yeah, so that's her little update, and that's it. And then I'll probably show you guys tomorrow something else. Also, if you're like me and you love dessert and you don't get enough protein, this is not a sponsor, but I wish it was. The Built Puff protein bars are delicious, scrumptious. I could have this for dessert, or like if you make a protein like ice cream with like your Ninja or something like that. Chef's kiss. Love it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the concert now. I think my friend is coming to pick me up now. Yes, she says heading out now, and she lives 3 minutes away from me, so I'm going now. And we're just gonna have fun at the Steven Sanchez concert. I am gonna vlog it and upload the concert like I always do with all of them. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Why am I saying that now? This is not the end of the video. I'll keep you guys updated. Hey guys, time for a little update. So we have made a little bit of not a dent, but a little bit. We've read a little bit more from these 2 books. So we got to page 148, which is the glasses in the Storm of Echoes. I'm enjoying it. I just noticed there was a face on the cover right there. That's crazy. I'm enjoying it a little bit better now. Like the stakes are becoming higher and it's like there's more going on. I think book 3, which was The Memory of Babel, really just disappointed me. Like I loved the first 2, but the third one was just like not it for me, at least. And this one kind of started off like maybe it wasn't gonna be for me either, but I've gotten more into it, so it's gotten better. But so far it's still like a 3-star read for me, but I am enjoying it more. Obviously there's not much I can say because it's the 4th and final book in a series, so I can't really say much about the book, but it is better than The Memory of Babel, at least for me, in my opinion. I loved A Winter's Promise. I think A Missing of Claire de Lune was really good, very nerve-wracking for me. The Memory of Babel, like I said, it was just okay. And then this one, it feels like it's getting that more like high stakes aspect of it again. So I'm excited, but I have heard people say that this is the worst book in the series, so pray for me. And then we have made a little bit more I don't know what word I'm trying to say. We're on page 205, chapter 23. So far it's just okay. Like I feel like not a lot is like going on. Like I feel like Stalking Jack the Ripper had more going on than Hunting Prince Dracula. I feel like this is my second book from the series and I haven't really been like enjoying myself too much. So obviously this leads after Stalking Jack the Ripper. I didn't think it was gonna be the same person. I thought it was gonna be a different one. And now there's like Prince Dracula. I just got to the place where there were like bats and stuff, so let's see how that turns out. I am doing this one audibly, so I'm trying to listen to it as much as I can at night, but sometimes I just don't want to listen to it. So that's as much as we've gotten done, and that's it for our little update. They're both very much 3 stars as of right now, and hopefully it gets better. We're just hoping, you know. Okay guys, so I finished Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. I gave it 3 stars. It was okay, just like the first book. I just wish this one would have been a little bit more like supernatural, I guess, or like horror or whatever, just because it's like Dracula and he is supernatural. He's a vampire, so I wish it was more supernatural than what it really was. So I just feel like her books, at least the first 2, they've been okay, but I feel like there's something missing from them. So I guess from this one that more like supernatural aspect was missing, but they're not bad books if you do want to read them during like the spooky season. They're not bad books to like read. So I finally finished it, and like I said, it's a 3 stars. I think Stalking Jack the Ripper was better than this one, just because of the ending. For me, it was kind of like anticlimactic, so I preferred the ending of Stalking Jack the Ripper than Hunting Prince Dracula. But like I said, they're not bad books. They're just not great, at least not to me, and that's okay. We all have our opinions. Some people might have given this 5 stars, some people might have given this a 1 star. So I think they're just like okay books. They're nothing crazy out of this world, but they are like a little enjoyable read during like the spooky months, like September to like November. It's not a bad read, so if you want to give it a try, go ahead. Like I said, it's not bad, but it's not the best book I've read. Not really. But I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I read both of them. I did have them purchased already, so I was gonna read this one regardless. So yeah, I'm glad I read them and that I got them at a discounted price. I got them for $5 each, so I'm glad that I didn't spend $19.99 on them. Just because they weren't worth that to me. I mean, they're worth that money because she put her time and effort into this, and it's a hardcover and all that stuff. But for me, I would have been like, damn, I spent $19, basically 20 bucks on a book that I didn't love. So it's not great, but it's not bad. So proceed with it how you would like. But yeah, I'm excited to continue reading. I have read just 2 chapters only though of A Court of Mist and Fury. I read them at Barnes and Noble because I was there, and I just read like the first 2 chapters. So I'm on page 25, not a lot, but like already in chapter 2 they're doing the deed. I'm like, whoa, we're moving quickly. But like, I don't know why I'm not like in the mood for this book. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, I want to read this. But let's see. I know it gets better, so hopefully once it starts getting better, I enjoy it better. But book 1 just kind of left me like, oh, whatever about the series, because it was kind of slow. It was 3 stars. And I know everybody tells me like at book 2 is when it gets good, but I just haven't, you know. So hopefully soon. This is a chunky book, so we'll see. I probably won't finish it in this video. I think for this video I'm gonna try to finish my other books before this one, but we'll see. Maybe I do finish it for this video. We'll see what happens. I am doing also a video of just reading like A Court of Thorns and Roses, like ACOTAR, like the whole series, and then there I'll give you guys my in-depth opinion, and like it'll be spoiler filled where I can talk about it. And then in my other vlogs, when it appears, it'll just be little bits and pieces that don't have spoilers. Okay guys, so time for a little update for series I'm in the middle of kind of playing the video. I have been reading A Court of Mist and Fury. I am on page 243, so I think it says online 39% of the way through, so basically 40%. I'm still not obsessed with this book, and like I hate it because like I know everybody loves this book, and like I want to be one of those people. I want to be in it with you. I want us to go through this together, but I'm not. And I don't know if it's just like it's gonna start picking up now, or maybe like I have to get to 50% of the book and then it's gonna be like so good that I have no choice but to give it 5 stars, even though the first half was just like okay. Like I feel like as of right now, like the series is still so like overhyped, and I'm like, it's good, but like it's not like, oh my god. Like right now this is like a 3.5 read. It's better than A Court of Thorns and Roses, but like you know, I mean obviously I still have a good chunk left. It's probably like 400 pages left, around there, so I have a good chunk, like 300, almost 400 pages left. So I have a good chunk of it left, but like it's still not like gripping me. And like I hope I'm at the point where it's like bam, it's gonna be good. So it could at least be like a 4 stars or a 4.5 stars or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not there right now with it. I'm not. So I'll keep you guys updated like once I finish it. All I'm missing to finish this video is to finish this one, The Storm of Echoes, and Scarlet. That's a lot. I'm gonna try to just sit down and color now and just listen to the audiobook for like at least like 2 hours. Like at least 2 hours. We're gonna bang it out. So I'm gonna try to do that, but as of now it's just okay. Like it's not giving me what I wanted to give, but whatever, it's fine. It's literally fine. Very quickly, I finished A Court of Mist and Fury. It's 3.75 stars, and it got to that and not a 3 stars because of what happened in the last 11 chapters, from chapters 58 through 69. I feel like the series is overrated. Like I'm not really into it like that. Like they're not bad per se, but I feel like they're so hyped that I'm like, oh my god, you know, I thought the romance was gonna be like, it wasn't. It really wasn't. But anyway, I digress. 3.75. So now for the rest of this video, all we have to do is finish Storm of Echoes and Scarlet, and we're done with this video. And then we have baby Ethan sleeping right there next to me. Yeah. And that's it. That's my nephew. But yeah, It's not great. It's not a great book, but it's not horrible, so there's something. Guys, if you see the mess in the back, no you don't. It's Christmas time. If I were to show you, you can't see it. It's all the presents, the Christmas presents I have to wrap, but that's besides the point. We finished The Storm of Echoes, I'll take this out, by Christelle Dabos, which means we finished the series. I finished this like, today is 12/9 and I finished this on 12/2. It wasn't that long ago, it was like a week ago. So I finally finished this one. I gave it 4 stars. I think this one was better than The Memory of Babel. So some people say Babel, I say Babel. I feel like some people said they liked this one the least. I think this one has more going on than The Memory of Babel. I feel like that one is just so like, not a lot going on, not very high stakes. Like there's obviously high stakes because of everything happening with the arcs and all that stuff, but this one I guess explained a lot more, and obviously it brought everything to a conclusion. So I appreciated that, learning more of the the history of God and all that stuff, like who God is. We're gonna get to meet God and all that stuff, so you know, it's good. It's good. We stand. This one was better, so I gave it 4 stars. This one's my 3rd for the series. My favorite one is A Winter's Promise, which is the 1st one, and then The Missing of Claire de Lune, which is the 2nd one, then The Storm of Echoes, which is the 4th one, and then the 3rd one is The Memory of Babel, so that's the last one. The only thing I hate is that usually like a book goes this way and like that's fine, but usually when you lay down the book you lay it like this with the cover up, but it's backwards, so you have to lay them like this. Triggered, but that's fine. So technically that means that to finish this vlog I have to finish Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, and I'm only on chapter 7 page 63, so I'm not very much into it, but I'm also not very into it. Like at least for Cinder I was like getting really into it right away. With this one I don't feel that same way. Like I don't feel like I'm really getting into it, so like I don't know. So I'm gonna try to do the audio to see if it gets me more into it, or to at least like finish it. Depending on how I like this one, I'll see if I continue the series and get Cress and Winter and so on and so forth. Granted, I'm only 62 pages in, so obviously, you know, and I don't really remember Cress because I read it, not Cress, Cinder, because I read it years ago. But we'll see if I like it, if I enjoy it, if I enjoy myself. So we're gonna try to get the audiobook for it. Like I said, it's not bad, I'm just not in the mood to physically read it, so maybe with the audiobook I'm like, okay, because that's what was happening with me with The Storm of Echoes. And I think once I reached like page 140 or something like that, I was like, I'm gonna do the audio, because I was able to get the audio, and I finished it a lot quicker like that, and I feel like I enjoyed it more than if I actually sat down through it, because I wasn't really in the mood to read it. But I'm so glad that I finished the series and I could just take it off of the series I'm in the middle of. Obviously finishing Scarlet is not gonna have me finish a series, but it'll get me closer to finishing a series if I feel, granted, after I finish this one, like I want to continue. I did finish A Court of Mist and Fury, which I talked about here, and I am currently reading A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm preferring it over A Court of Mist and Fury just because I love Lucian. I really hope she does a book of just Lucian. I feel like I would love that one. He's my favorite. And I also have Cassian and Azrael. I don't care for Rhys. I don't know why. I feel like his and Pharaoh's relationship is so... I don't know. I don't love it. And I know I'm gonna get like roasted because everyone's gonna be like, it's so good. And like, no, there's like no plot going on in the books. Like the books could be so much shorter. Like she could make them easily like 200 pages shorter. I just think she like blabbers on about unnecessary things. You know what I mean? It's not like what she's talking about necessarily adds to the plot. I think the plot would be fine without a lot of the things she writes. So I feel like the books could be like 200 pages shorter, each of them, easily. Like I don't need all that information you're trying to give me right now. Like it's unnecessary. to further the plot along, you know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things. It's just like you're just extending the book. Like, I don't need to know that this townhouse is like this or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really add much to the plot, a lot of the things she does, you know? So when the book is good is when like the action's happening and all that stuff, or even some build up is fine. Like, obviously when you build up, we can just be bam, action, because you're like, how did we get there? But I'm just like, it's not there. I also don't see the romance side of it. I feel like with her and Reese, like, yeah, they had some flirty banter, but it wasn't anything crazy. And then out of nowhere, it's like, oh my god. And it's just more like sexual, I feel like, than like actually like, yeah, they're mated, so like whatever, but like, I don't know. Anyways, I digress. So yeah, so that's so far what we've read. And like I said, I need to finish this book to finish this video, but I am currently listening to the audiobook of A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I think without the audiobook I really wouldn't be able to get through the series, because I struggled with A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I fully like just read physically, and A Court of Mist and Fury I did fully audio, and it was better because it was just quicker, I feel like, and I could do it while like coloring or doing something else. So it made me more like, okay, I'll pick it up. So I finished that one, and then I did this one, and now we're doing A Court of Wings and Ruin, which, like I said, I am enjoying better, but I'm not like, oh my god, it's great, you know what I mean? But yeah, so we're gonna finish Scarlet and we're good to go. Also, I have some little munchkins that I'm gonna eat now, because yes, just yes. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I get further along into Scarlet, or maybe finish it, because honestly I didn't even tell you guys when I kept getting further into the Storm of Echoes, and I just told you now that I finished it. And I finished it a while ago. I just hadn't had time to like sit down and get in front of the camera, which is crazy because I feel like I usually have the time to, but I feel like December is always such a busy month for me that I just, yeah, I digress. I'll see you guys when I do something with Scarlet. Okay guys, if you're hearing that noise, it's my laptop that's being super loud, unnecessarily so, while exporting a video. Okay, I need to, okay, here we go. So I finished Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. I think I gave it 2.5 stars. If we're being honest, I didn't much love it. I enjoyed when we got some like important facts like about Cinder and stuff like that. I thought that was nice. But other than that, let me disconnect it from the charger to see if that helps it calm down a little bit. Other than that, like, I wasn't like obsessed with the book. I don't love it. So this video is being finished on a whole other year. Those other books were like talked about, I think last time I talked to you guys it was in October, and we're currently in February of 2025. So we're ending this video a little late, you know what I mean? A little later than expected, but I hate the new Goodreads update like so much. So much. Okay, I've read 7 books. Show me the books. But anyway, I didn't love this book. It made me not want to continue the series, if we're being honest. Like, it took me out of it. I might continue it just because I want to see what happens with Cinder, but I don't really care about Scarlet, if that makes sense. Like, she's not important to me. Like, I didn't connect with her in the book like I did with Cinder. So that's where we're at. If this decides to load, Scarlet. Okay, yes, I did give it 2.5 stars, like I said, basically because of the parts of Cinder, because I did not care about Scarlet or Wolf. I couldn't care less about them. So I only really cared about Cinder and the prince. That's it. That's all I cared about. I feel like not a lot happened in the book. Like, I feel like this book was kind of like pointless in the sense, because it's her trying to find her grandma, and obviously at one point her and Cinder interact, and then it was just Cinder trying to escape, and that's it. Like nothing really happened, like at all, except for like at the end when we find out like something important. And like I said, just because of that it's the 2.5 stars, but other than that I would not have given this book. If it wasn't for Cinder's parts, this book would have been a 1 and would have kept me like not wanting to go back. I kind of want to read Crest just to see, but I'm not sure it'll be anytime soon, like at all whatsoever. So this might be a series where we finish it here and we don't finish the whole series, but it's fine. I don't have the rest of the books, so it's okay by me, because if I don't have it, it means I wasn't interested like that. But yeah, I finished the A Court of Mist and Fury, obviously, and I finished the whole series. So I already finished that. There's a whole video on my account for that if you guys want to go watch it. So I technically completed another series. It's ongoing. There's another book, but I technically am caught up with it, so it's fine. And yeah, I finished the series of the Mirror Visitors series, I think it's called. I finished that one. I enjoyed book 4, which was The Storm of Echoes, way more than book 3, which was The Memory of Babel. And what else? Oh, and I finished Hunting Prince Dracula, and I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. I have not finished the series. I think there's like 2 more books in the series which I might read, which is a Houdini one, and I think it's Escaping from Houdini and something else. But I'm not like, oh my god, I need to pick it up. So we'll see when we get to that. But we finished 2 series, technically. Not all in this video, but we did finish 2 series that we're in the middle of. So a win is a win. And yes, it took me forever to finish this book. That's how you know I didn't like it, because I just kept putting it off. But we're gonna see what happens, and that's it. We're fine. We're literally fine. I forgot to say goodbye. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, please look forward to my next couple of videos. And yeah, I'll see you, like I said, in my next video. I'm talking way too much. Bye guys.